Today's show was brought to you by Viking-Industrial.com.
Alright, so this is 1 point perspective. 1 point perspective. And now we're going to do 2 point perspective. And the way 2 point perspective works is you got your horizon line here. And just a quick point on this. If you are drawing your horizon line very low to the paper, it's going to give you a different perspective than very high.
So if you draw a horizon line up high, it's going to give you a bird's eye view because you'll be able to see down to all the ground, like you're a bird. If you draw it down low at the bottom, you'll have a worm's eye view because you see everything up above you as if it was taller and you're very, very short.
Let's see, how can we do it? Let's do it this way. Let's put it like, not all the way up to the top, but a little bit up. Like that. Alright, so there's your horizon line. So this is 2 point perspective, and what you do is you draw two vanishing points, and they can be on the paper or off the paper. It doesn't really matter, but if you're going to have them off the paper, you need to mark a spot off the paper where it's all going to point to, which makes it a little bit more difficult. It's usually easier to just put one here, and either one straight ahead or over here. And you can do 3 point also. 3 point is going to give you 3 dimensions of where it disappears, but right now we're just doing 2 point perspective. So I'm going to write 2 point perspective up there. And the way this works is we're going to draw our house. Oh, we'll put it right here. Okay, so we've got line, line, and another line there. We'll make it square, equal sides on both. So the way this works is you're going to point it at your vanishing point there, and I want it to go here and here. So that's that side, and on the left side you're going to put it at the intersect for this one, and it's going to point towards the dot, the distance where you're looking. So these are, if you looked right and you looked left, this is essentially what you would see. And so it's going to start here, it's going to meet at this point and come off into the distance. So there's your house. And the thing you might notice right off the bat is that you can see the top of the building. So you need to figure out, is there a square top? Is it just flat on top? Or is there a pitched roof where you would see a point on top? And in this case, I'm actually going to do a flat roof. And the way that works is you're going to point to this far corner over here and off into your vanishing point here. So you go there and there. And then this vanishing point is going to point to the far corner here. So like that. Alright, so those ones meet up right here, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is draw another vanishing point here to give it a flat surface. It's going to meet there, and this one's going to meet there. There you go. So here's your flat spot on top, this part here. That's your flat spot. Then you're going to have to figure out where your light source is coming in. And so your light source, we're going to say it's from the sun. Or we could actually make this a desk. Let's make this a desk. This is what you would call a bird's eye view perspective. If the line was down here, this would be a worm's eye view, because you're on the ground already, so all you see is sky. This one, you're in the sky, you're looking down, all you see is land. So that's why they get their names from. But we're going to put a giant desk lamp here, and it's got a light bulb in it. And the light is pointing this way. So the light comes down there, which means we're going to have a shadow here, and it's a desk lamp, so it's going to be a really dark shadow. So there's your shadow there, and this one has all the light on it, so we're going to leave that one lit. This is just dark because it's tar on a roof, but this side here is going to be dark, so we're going to shade that one. And we'll do a little bit of cross hatching. That's hatching, and this is cross hatching. There you go. Alright, so your light's coming down this way, which means it's going to hit this corner here, it's going to come here, and from here, and here. It's going to keep going out like that, and like that. So there you go. That's your shadow. And when you start doing this enough, you're going to realize that the shadows, it doesn't really make a difference what shape they're in. You could draw this round, and shadows are kind of a vague thing. The land would have to be perfectly flat for it to be this shape. So you could literally just make a round circle there, quick and easy, be done with it. I'm going to have a little bit of shading on this side. There you go. And the shadow's always darkest right at the edge where the two surfaces meet. Like that. So from there you can bring it out. So there's your 2-point perspective vanishing off into the distance. But let's say we want to add some other stuff to it. Let's add, oh, I don't know, let's put a fence in. So if you got a fence, there's going to be a road. So this is your road, and it's coming down the street here, and it's in a crooked spot. And that's how you do that. So you're just going to estimate where the lines would separate. So for instance, here's your road. This would, if it was straight, it would be like this, and it would be coming down this way. So that's if your road was straight, driving off into the distance. But if you want to do a crooked road, what you do is you estimate this shape here, how it vanishes, and then just draw it as a wavy line. And, you know, try to estimate as best you can how that would come across. You know, you can either draw it straight, or you can draw it as a curved road. But just try to estimate this in your shape here, and you can see that I am not good at estimating the spacing on that. So that's what it would look like, and there's your lines down the road. Don't forget they get closer as you get closer to the distance, until they just become little lines there. They go off into there. And then also, we're going to put some other objects in here. Something simple would be, you know, a bird in the sky. It's a very simple shape. Now people try to draw a bird. You draw a head, you draw a body, you draw a tail, legs, wings, and all this stuff. You want to simplify. If you're drawing something like that to the basic shape, because it's very far off in the distance. So what you have is a bird and some wings, and that's it. And you can even just do like that, just the basic shape of it, and that would be your bird in the distance. The farther away it is, the less detail you want to give it. The closer it is, the more detail. Yeah, so there's your 2-point perspective.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.